Thank you for tuning into the Boxing Voice. I'm your host, Jeremy Flanagan. Hey, you guys. On our last Thursday TBV podcast, we had Erickson the Hammer Lubin on the line. If you guys missed out on that interview, I'm going to run it back for you guys so you'll know exactly what the champ had to say, because he did speak on the big tournament that could probably happen in the junior middleweight division. And he also spoke about his knockout against Jorge Cota and what it means to him being a mandatory for Jermell Charlo. So this is Jeremy Flanagan with the Boxing Voice. I'm out. Peace.
Yeah, it should be Masterpiece with
the Hammer
Contender.
Yo. Erickson, how you doing, brother? Thank you for taking out the time to allow us to interview you after such an explosive win. I know you should be vacationing somewhere, but something tells me you stood close to home to keep to stay next to that gym. Is that true?
Yeah, I stood close to home to stay close to my gym.
So you did stay home?
Yeah, I did stay. No, actually, I'm in New York right now.
Oh, okay. Okay, so what you doing? Some sightseeing?
I'm in New York right now. Just hanging out with my mother and stuff. She stays out here, but I'm definitely back in the gym on Monday.
So I want to be the first to ask you, man. Obviously, we seen the entire fight. We watched the knockout, but you gave us shades of a Pernell Whitaker, the way you dropped down. I mean, I don't know what went through your mind and caused you to kind of do that squat and pop back up and drop Cotto in the way that you did, or is that something that you thought of? Did it just come naturally? I mean, just walk us through that.
I mean, I've been doing that a long time now. I've been, sparring the Cubans and the Dominicans, and they do that a lot. They're like, they got the herky jerky style, and just mixing up a few things just to throw your opponent off. And in the third round, I hurt him, and I hurt him bad. So I felt like, my coach was telling me when I went back to the corner, he was like, throw him off a little bit, like start picking up the intensity, start picking up my pace. So in the fourth round, I had to, get my mojo. I had to get my engine running a little bit, a little bit more, a little bit faster, and just keep the pressure and keep applying the pressure. And so, just to throw him off a little bit, I squatted down real quick and I lined up the left overhand that hurt him in the third round. And, it was night from there.
Lubin, it's Matthew Hunter, the producer of the Boxing Voice. I want to ask you about this breaking news that came out today about this World Boxing Super Series, this massive tournament Richard Schaefer is a part of, Solid Promotions is a part of, and they want champions, they want big-name fighters of the junior middleweight division to partake in this tournament. Is that something you're interested in?
I actually seen something like that on Instagram today. I thought it was fake, but I'm down to fight anybody. I don't care. I heard it was like a prize of $50 million or something like that. Is that true?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Hey, well, most definitely I'll partake in that. Like, I'm one of the best in the junior middleweight division, so for the best to be fighting the best is what everybody wants, and I'm down for that, especially for $50 million.
Definitely good to hear that. So Lubin, how much time you think you're going to take? Because now also today, some other breaking news is that your mandatory champion, who you will be challenging in Jermell Charlo, finally has his date in May, back in the same casino in the DMV area of Maryland, where he'll be facing Charles Hatley, his mandatory at the moment. Did you hear that news as well?
I didn't hear that, but that's good news for me.
Yeah, because it obviously has you waiting a little less. Do you plan on being live at that fight, or do you just want it to happen and find out what's the outcome?
I'll be there live. I'll make sure I go to that one.
Lubin, is the Jermell Charlo Charles Hatley winner, is that the belt that you want to go after first? If this tournament doesn't pan out, is that the belt that you want to go after, or do you want to go after Alora, Do you want to go after Demetrius Andrade possibly? You know, who's the guy that's in your crosshairs?
You know, I'm willing to fight anybody, but right now I'm in line for the WBC title. And, you know, the WBC commission and, you know, Mauricio Suleiman, they pushed for me to get this opportunity to become the mandatory challenger. And, the WBC has always been my dream. And, you know, I want to capture that title right now. But, you know, if they put anybody else in front of me, you know, like I said, I'll fight anybody. I'm not scared to fight anybody. But right now I'm in line for the WBC title. And, you know, that's the belt I definitely want to capture.
Hey, Lubin, can you just elaborate a little bit on that and let us know? Because most fighters seem to, I don't know, they seem to be drawn more to the WBC belt. Our resident casual fan here, Enrique, always feels like the guy with the green belt is the real champion. Is that how you view it?
Yeah, that's kind of how I view it. You know, all the greats from the past had the WBC belt, as well as, you know, the other belts as well. But, you know, ever since I was young, like I said, I've seen the green belt, and I put, you know, and I dreamt about it. I dreamed of being WBC champion one day, and, you know, those dreams are soon to become true.
Lubin, you know, the style that Ness alluded to was Pernell Whitaker. I was talking to hardcore fans, and they alluded to ring IQ of Mayweather. They alluded to the athleticism of Roy Jones. Is there a style that you emulate in the ring, or is there something that you take from everyone? You know, who do you look up to boxing-wise?
There's definitely there's little bits and pieces that I take from, you know, everybody. You know, I take, you know, the smartness and the ring IQ from Mayweather, you know, the range like De La Hoya, the speed and combinations like Melvin Taylor, you know, like Marvin Hagler, you know, keep coming forward and brawling. You know, there's just a lot, you know, I take from every great there was.
Now, obviously, with 5.1 million people watching the Danny Garcia-Keith Thurman fight, you know, a person like you on the co-main event, you want to make the best impression that you feel you can. Do you feel you made a statement with that knockout win Saturday night?
Yeah, I definitely do. I definitely do feel like I made that statement. And, you know, I didn't want to just go in there and win. I wanted to go in there and win in spectacular fashion. You know, I was getting interviews and I was telling people the same thing, you know, like, you know, I was confident that I was going to win. You know, I trained real hard, but, you know, I just wanted to go out there and win in spectacular fashion. And I definitely did that. And you know, I'm alive for the title now, and I'm excited for what the future holds.
Erickson, Lubin, Enrique Church here, the resident casual fan. Congratulations on that win. That was awesome. I heard Nesta ask you about the green belt, and you do hold it in high regards. Mauricio Suleiman gave you the medal to commemorate your win on Saturday. Did you rock it around in Orlando? How was it wearing that? What'd you do with it? Where is it right now?
Oh, man. It was an honor. It's in my mother's house right now, but, man, it was an honor. You know, that just made it feel even more real for me to, you know, get that medal around, you know, around my neck. And, you know, I can't wait till the belt, you know, till the belt's around my waist.
And let me ask you one more question, Erickson. If a guy in the gym says to ask you, hey, man, I'm trying to go be pro like you, man. What does it take? What does it take? What do I have to go through to become a champion? What do you advise him?
Well, I mean, you got to go through a lot. You know, first, you know, you gotta have a desire. You gotta work hard. You gotta always be in the gym. You gotta be 100% full boxing. You can't, you know, this is not something you give up on. You know, you gotta always be in the gym, listen to your trainers and stuff like that. And you know, and then you gotta have the mindset of a champion. You know, to go out there and always win.
Damn, thanks, man. That's awesome. I'm gonna use that's my storyline when I meet you. I'm gonna have that on camera. You gonna show us that. Thank you very much, Erickson Lubin. Congratulations, man.
Hey, Lubin. So I'm Steven Calderon, the producer here. So I just had a quick question. A lot of us kind of expected you to win on Saturday and to claim that mandatory status. Now you're no longer a prospect; you're a contender. Moving forward, you might not be the guy everyone picks going into the fight. Does that change your mindset about how you're going to go about the rest of your career? Do things change now in training? Do things change now when you're not in training?
I thought, a couple people underestimated me for this fight. They felt like Cotto was too strong for me, and I was moving at too fast of a pace. And that just fueled me, to go in there and make me do extra in the gym. It motivated me to just go harder, man. And things like that, it motivates me, especially going forward where some people going for the title and stuff like that. I might not be the A side, I might be the B side, and that's just gonna it's gonna fuel me and make me even more hungrier and more hungry to get that title, man.
Well, Erickson, I want to thank you, obviously, for giving us the opportunity to interview you, man. It's always a pleasure to stay up to date with you.
Always.
And big shout out to Jason, obviously, your trainer, man, for, doing such a great job with you and his son, man. We want to wish you the best. Can't wait for this opportunity. See you definitely in D.C., when you go and watch the fight live with Jamel, and hopefully you get something in the cards sooner than later, and we could come down to the gym and check you out.
Most definitely. Thank you, man. It's always a pleasure.
All right. Thank you, Hammer.
Peace.
Monster.